Over the last few million years, our world has come very close to ending. Yeah, it's a terrifying thing to think about, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Hey YouTube, I'm Court McGinley, and welcome back to the Most Amazing Top 5. Before we get started, I want to know, if you knew you only had one day left on this earth, what would you do and why? Let me know your answers down in the comments. And before we get started, I just want to remind you guys to please subscribe to this awesome channel if you haven't already. We bring you guys new videos 6 days a week. And don't forget to show us some love by giving this video a big thumbs up. And also let me know down in the comments what other top 5 lists you would like to see me do. Alright, without further ado, let's get started on our list of the top 5 times the world almost ended. Starting off at our number 5 spot, computer chip announces nuclear war. Back on June 3rd in 1980 at 2 a.m., an Air Force staffer was working late when he noticed a nearby screen which usually read out 0 incoming missiles. For some reason, it was reading out 2 incoming missiles. Then the computer began announcing 220 incoming missiles. So of course alarms were sound, bombers carrying nuclear bombs began to take off throughout the country. But luckily, before any missiles were fired, someone realized the hundreds of missiles weren't showing up on the radar screens. The alarms were then cancelled and the bombers landed. Imagine someone with a hot head was in charge and just started to retaliate by firing missiles without looking into anything. Yeah, that would have been a disaster. It took 3 days of investigating before they found out that a little computer chip was malfunctioning inside the computers, which caused the display to show 2s instead of 0s. Yeah, this tiny glitch could have destroyed the planet. And at number 4, 2012 solar storm. You guys may remember the summer of 2012, when we were being informed a massive cloud of hot plasma erupted from the sun and went through our planet's orbit. Yeah, fun times. Now, as terrifying as this sounds, we were actually incredibly lucky. Later, NASA realized just how bad this could have been had it happened a week earlier. We would have experienced radio blackouts, GPS errors, and fried satellites. Basically, a worldwide blackout. It would have been like we were sent back to the 17th century. So that would mean no electricity mixed in with new planetary problems. Yeah, people would have been freaking out. There would have been rebellion and anarchy for sure. At number 3, Spanish flu. The Spanish flu was a severe and deadly strain of an avian influenza, a viral infectious disease that killed millions worldwide from 1918 to 1919. This was one of history's deadliest disasters, and it actually killed 10 to 40% of those infected by it. The influenza pandemic infected more than 500 million people. It ended up killing off 3 to 5% of the entire globe's population. This ended up being the most deadly infection ever, as it killed more humans in 1 year than Black Death did in 100 years, and killed more in 24 weeks than AIDS did in 24 years. Coming in at number 2, Bonilla Comet. This one takes us all the way back to 1883, when a Mexican astronomer named Jose Bonilla saw an interesting object shooting across the sky. Over the years, due to curiosity, this event was actually re-examined, which actually turned out to be not the best idea, because it's now believed that this comet came within about 400 miles from our planet. And turns out this comet was huge, a few billion tons to be more exact. And it also turns out it could have killed all life on our planet. Yeah, turns out the existence of our human race came down to just a bit further of a distance from New York to Pittsburgh. Yeah, this comet was that close to hitting our planet and destroying it. And at number 1, mass extinction. Now this list is called the 5 times the world almost ended. But the crazy thing is that the world technically has already ended 3 times. For example, about 450 million years ago, when Earth's temperatures dramatically dropped, which created the Ice Age, which ended up wiping out 80% of all species on the planet. Then 250 million years ago, massive levels of volcanic eruption across the planet caused the most damage, basically wiping out 97% of all life. Then 66 million years ago, we all know about the asteroid that killed off the dinosaurs. As scary as all of these events were, if they could happen once, then they could happen again. And on that uplifting note, that's our list of the top 5 times the world almost ended. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.